Hello, my friends, and welcome to another devotional connection. So, I want to have some raw conversation with you today. I'm sitting here on Sunday night, preparing this devotional for Monday morning, preparing for the beginning of my work week. And I'll be honest with you, after the day I had, I'm already exhausted. Not physically, mind you, but emotionally and mentally spent. Most times, the Sabbath day of rest for me is anything but ripping and running from place to place, trying to serve as best I can. As a single parent with 3 kids, those days can be daunting, even with 3 children that are absolute troopers. I don't want their memories of the Sabbath to be so full of busyness. And sometimes it takes some real issues to make you remember that you've fallen into the trap again. Busyness, one of the favorite tools of the enemy. You're so busy doing, supporting, showing up for others that you don't take time for yourself. And others see it too. They see the weariness, the lack of joy in favor of duty. And all of a sudden, they don't want to be like you either. Your heart becomes cold. You become cynical. They don't want your life. Why would they? Why would anyone? I learned something, and I had to remind it to myself today. But I learned something by watching Jesus. And it's not always discussed in the ministries or in our churches. As much as he gave of himself, and as limited as his time was here on earth, he still took time for himself. He met up with his friends, the ones he could let his royal hair down with, in Mary and Martha and Lazarus. He went to parties and enjoyed himself without divulging into the too holy to have fun conversations. Need I remind you that at the wedding feast there were 6 stone water jars holding up to 30 gallons each that he filled? That would be somewhere to close to 180 gallons. And John, in writing the story, makes the point of saying that the jars were filled to the brim. So 180 gallons equals about 682 liters. That would be about 908 bottles of wine at the end of the party. The end of it. Sometimes I would hear the old gospel choirs of my culture, and they would belt out a song that got everybody in the spirit, and everybody's jamming and praising God. And sometimes the song would start back up and end 3 or 4 times. It was so good. This is Jesus at the end of the party, starting it back up again. Often Jesus told his disciples to go on ahead. He needed to be alone and spend some time with his Father, and dare I say, to take care of himself. He ate when he needed to eat, even cursing a fig tree that wouldn't bear fruit. He slept when he needed to sleep, even as a horrendous storm was threatening to overtake his boat. He disappeared from crowds when their personal desires, either to make him king or to kill him, didn't align with his own. He was never afraid to be in the moment or not be. He took care of himself so that he could take care of his Father's business. This week, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage myself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. Take care of your spiritual time with God. If you died today, the whole world would still go on. There is only one you. Tend to yourself. Let God restore you, rejuvenate you, and fix what's broken, what's really broken. That part that's been broken so long that you thought you came like that. We are at war, and there's a medic for a reason. Time to get some healing. Have a good week, everybody.